4 Olympic judges just gave my kitchen sponge a perfect 10. All 4 of them in unison. And then it did something none of us were ready for. I did not hire these people. They showed up, clipboards, tiny golf pencils, the whole outfit. They asked to see the athlete. I pointed at the sink. They nodded like that. Made sense. The first judge picked it up with 2 hands, the way you hold a sleeping baby. She sniffed it once. She whispered, confident. She wrote a 9. Then it got competitive. Gerald, the one in the blazer, there's always a Gerald, insisted the sponge had structural resolve. He squeezed it. It squeaked. Gerald audibly gasped and upgraded his score to a 10. Nobody was going to be outscored by Gerald. So they all went to 10. Then they started arguing about who loved it more. One judge stood up to deliver a testimonial. He said the sponge reminded him of his childhood. He got emotional. He had to sit back down. The scoreboard now read 10, 10, 10, 10, and because Gerald could not help himself, an 11, which is not a legal score. They called it aesthetic coherence. They called it absorptive philosophy. One of them called it the best of us. For the final test, they had to see it perform. It's one job. They filled a glass of water. The room went very quiet. Gerald removed his blazer, which felt unnecessary. They lowered the sponge into the water. It dissolved instantly, completely, into a little sad cloud of foam, gone before it hit the bottom. Silence. 4 judges staring into a glass of cloudy water. Then Gerald slowly looked up, tears in his eyes, and said, "That was the most perfect dissolution I have ever witnessed." He wrote it down. Still a 10.